Good day and welcome. You're watching Sint Maarten NEWSDESK, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Philipsburg, Sint Maarten. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Attempted robbery at Causeway jewelry store foiled. An attempted armed robbery at a newly opened jewelry store in the Arc building in Causeway was thwarted on Thursday, leaving no injuries and no losses reported. According to police spokesperson Josepha, armed gunmen targeted the store, which is located next to the Opal building and in the same complex as a police substation near the French border. The suspects were unsuccessful and fled the scene empty-handed. Inspector Josepha revealed that prior to the store's opening, police had advised the building owner against establishing a jewelry business at that location, citing security concerns due to its proximity to the border. Despite the alarming incident, authorities confirmed that no one was injured and no merchandise was stolen. Police investigations are ongoing and anyone with information is urged to come forward. Minister Brug partners with King Verse for men's mental health awareness. Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, the Honorable Richinel Brug, has partnered with local artist King Verse to launch a new awareness campaign focused on men's mental health on Sint Maarten. The initiative forms part of the Ministry of VSA's broader mental health strategy aimed at breaking stigma and encouraging open conversations around emotional well-being. The campaign highlights the unique pressures men face in society, including expectations to suppress emotions and always appear strong. Minister Brug emphasized that acknowledging mental health challenges is not weakness, but courage and responsibility. Through this collaboration, the ministry hopes to create safe spaces for dialogue and encourage men across the island to seek support when needed. Additional community activities under the campaign are expected to be announced soon. VolkerWessels subsidiaries fined for bribery in Causeway case. Two subsidiaries of Dutch construction giant VolkerWessels have been fined a combined €480,000 for bribing former Romy Minister Heiliger in connection with the Simpson Bay Causeway Bridge project. The Dutch court ruled that Volker Construction International and Volker Steven Caribbean arranged payments between 2009 and 2014 through an intermediary, knowing funds would reach Heiliger to influence the awarding of the contract. Evidence showed that approximately $83,000 was delivered in cash to the former minister. The court described the actions as deliberate, active bribery aimed at securing a competitive advantage in a major public infrastructure project. In addition to the corporate fines, a former director was personally fined €30,000 for leading the scheme. Prosecutors are also pursuing more than €1.6 million in separate confiscation proceedings.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 Sint Maarten, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in Sint Maarten, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
There's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, Sint Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
At Telem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by Sint Maarten for Sint Maarten.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NEWSDESK. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sink Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. Animal welfare concerns raised at Bell's Lookout Point. Animal welfare concerns have sparked debate this week following reports from visiting tourists about the condition of a pig and several chickens at Bell's Lookout Point. In a published commentary, tourists described the pig as lethargic and without visible access to water, with at least one chick reportedly found dead nearby. They questioned the responsibility for the animal's care and called for relocation and proper treatment. However, a separate response pushed back strongly against criticism directed at local volunteer group Animal Defenders SXM. The rebuttal emphasized that the organization is volunteer-based and often operates with limited resources, arguing that broader structural issues including enforcement, facilities, and government oversight play a larger role in ongoing animal welfare challenges. The situation has reignited discussion about responsibility, tourism site management, and long-term solutions for animal care on the island. St. Maarten Library marks Black History Month 2026. The St. Maarten Library has announced a week-long lineup of activities in observance of Black History Month 2026, running from February 23rd, today, to the 28th across its social media platforms. This year's programming celebrates the African diaspora while promoting literacy, dialogue, and reflection within the community. For youth, the program features a structured discussion on After the Storm by Tamara Groeneveld, exploring themes such as communication, classism, and discrimination within the Black community. The session will air February 28th. For adults, the library continues its Passing On Our Legacy series, highlighting influential literacy figures in St. Maarten. Featured contributors include Don Hughes, Oldine Bryson Pantoflet, Enid Gregory, Julio Romney, and Edna Ricard. A special booklet, Black Beacons, Inventors Illuminating the Path, will also be presented to the community. Residents are encouraged to follow the library's platforms and take part in the observances. Rotary Club Sunset hosts From Dream to Deed home ownership event. The Rotary Club of St. Maarten Sunset is hosting its annual home ownership event under the theme From Dream to Deed, aimed at helping residents navigate the path toward owning property. The initiative provides practical guidance on financing, legal processes, property management, and construction, giving attendees direct access to local industry experts. Presenters include representatives from Cadastre St. Maarten Windward Islands Bank, Orco Bank, SXM Notary Richards, Keller Williams, Sint Maarten, and Omega Construction. President Alex Pierre says the goal is to empower the community with knowledge to make informed decisions and build long-term security through home ownership. The event takes place Thursday, February 26 from 7 to 9 p.m. at Carl Unique Inn and Conference Facilities. Admission is open to the public.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics, That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Maarten. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
At the conclusion of the February 2026 Inter-Parliamentary Kingdom consultations known as IPKO in Oranje Stad, Aruba, Chair Lady of Parliament Sarah A. Westcott Williams called for concrete action and structural strengthening of the consultation platform, warning that dialogue without follow-through risk eroding its credibility. IPKO brings together parliamentary delegations from Aruba, Curaçao, Sint Maarten, and the States General of the Netherlands. In the absence of a formal kingdom parliament, IPKO remains the primary structured forum where elected representatives deliberate collectively on kingdom-wide matters. During the closing press conference, Westcott Williams acknowledged the constructive nature of the discussions, but stressed that recurring issues must now translate into measurable outcomes. She highlighted the long-standing dispute regulation as a clear example. While previously agreed upon in principle, the process stalled amid differing legal interpretations and political perspectives. A draft proposal prepared by the Caribbean countries is currently under review through Kingdom legislative channels, but she urged that momentum be restored and finalized. The Chair Lady also accepted a mandate to bring forward proposals aimed at improving IPKO's functioning, underscoring the need for continuity, mechanisms, and accountability frameworks to ensure agreements do not remain confined to reports. The three-day consultation covered a broad spectrum of pressing topics. Delegations received briefings on aviation and air connectivity, including Aruba's Gateway 2030 expansion project, cybersecurity awareness, demographic aging trends, and climate adaptation. Youth representatives also addressed climate and social justice concerns, referencing the January 2026 Bonaire Climate Case verdict. Geopolitical developments and regional security were central themes. Delegates participated in a technical briefing at Aruba's Crisis Management Office and received updates on financial regulations within the kingdom, particularly the balance between fiscal supervision and national autonomy. Throughout the sessions, Westcott Williams emphasized that global shifts from climate risks to geopolitical tensions require coordinated kingdom-level responses. She noted that while the immediate establishment of a kingdom parliament is not being formally proposed, evolving global realities demand reflection on whether current institutional arrangements sufficiently safeguard the rights and interests of all kingdom citizens. The agreements list for IPKO February 2026 was approved on Saturday, and further tripartite consultations between Aruba, Curaçao, and Sint Maarten are scheduled to continue discussions. In closing, Westcott Williams underscored a central message. Consultation must lead to consolidation, and consolidation must lead to results. The true measure of IPKO's value, she suggested, will not be the breadth of topics discussed, but the tangible progress achieved before the next gathering.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Caribbean region braces for heavy sargassum season. The wider Caribbean region is preparing for what scientists say could be one of the most intense sargassum seasons on record, as massive volumes of seaweed continue moving across the Atlantic toward island coastlines. Regional monitoring shows sargassum biomass currently running more than 75% above historical averages for this time of the year. Researchers warn that if trends continue, 2026 could rival or even surpass previous record seasons. The floating macroalgae forms part of what scientists call the Great Atlantic Sargassum Belt, stretching thousands of miles from the coast of Africa to the Caribbean. While sargassum supports marine life in the open ocean, heavy coastal landings create significant environmental, public health, and environmental challenges. When large quantities wash ashore and begin to decompose, they release hydrogen sulfide gas, producing strong odors and potentially causing eye irritation, headaches, and respiratory discomfort. Thick accumulations can also smother coral reefs, disrupt sea turtle nesting, and affect fishing grounds and tourism-dependent economies across the region. Several Caribbean nations are now investing in monitoring systems and exploring long-term solutions, including converting sargassum into biogas, fertilizer, and other sustainable products as part of a growing circular bioeconomy effort. With peak landings expected in coming months, regional coordination and early response measures will be critical in limiting impact. That's the latest from across the Caribbean region. Shout out to our viewers across the islands watching NEWSDESK. Here's a regional fact. The Great Atlantic Sargassum Belt now stretches nearly 5,000 miles across the Atlantic, making it one of the largest seaweed blooms in the world.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of Sint Maarten NEWSDESK. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at NEWSDESK, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, Sint Maarten.